Hey YouTube, Slide for 2005, the White Doors with you guys today. I got bored today and decided to make myself a new Monarch deck, which is consistent with the new format, so I hope you guys like it, so let's get to it.
Okay, you guys, now, just so you guys know, this deck is not perfect in any way. I'm still working out the tweaks in it, so here we go. Got two Cyber Dragons. They're really meant for special summoning, especially when one has a monster you don't. And you can also bring out Monarchs with them. So I got here 3 Caius, which is really good right now in the format, because now that the Lightsworn has been chopped down somewhat, it's going to be a little bit more consistent for the Monarchs. So then we got 1 Thestalos, good for picking away at opponent's hands. He also does direct damage if it's a monster. And we got Zaborg. We all basically know what he does. He's basically tribute 6, bring him out by tribute summon, and you get to destroy a card on the field. Has to do it when your opponent has something on the field. And we got ourselves Mobius. I already did Thestalos. And this is really good for destroying spell and trap cards. So. And then we got Chaos Sorcerer. I think this is a good card considering how many lights and darks are in this deck. So he's at 1, so this is okay. I'd probably prefer Chaos Sorcerer over Gorzer at this moment. Next up is the non-tribute monsters. So we got the Grand Mole, bounce back to hand. We got ourselves a Gale, good for chopping down. A Diakochi, good for draw power. I got Dandelion in this deck, good for defense. He gets sent from the field to the graveyard. You can basically get out the 2 fluff tokens. Then we got Sangan. We all know what he does. If you don't, read that card. Next is probably one of the most popular cards for Monarch decks. 2 Treeborn Frogs. When this came to again, I was like, okay, I'm building my Monarch again. So with Treeborn Frog back at 2, he is going to be good in this deck without a shadow of doubt. And then I got 2 Airbellums. When he inflicts battle damage, randomly discard a card from my opponent's hand, and tuners. So those are always good to have. And then I also have 3 Caribons. Tuners, also good for saving your ass. With a lot of people can agree to that. So next up is 3 DD Survivors. Now you're probably wondering why I have 3 DD Survivors. Well, it is because of the Banishers. With these out, he gets destroyed. He gets to come back at an end phase. So you get 3 Banishers and 3 Survivors. That's all I have for my monsters. Moving on to spells. We got 1 Lightning Vortex, good for field destruction. Emergency Teleport for the Caribons, obvious. Heavy Storm, again, staple card. It's a must need for most decks. Backfield Destruction. Creature swap. So, a MST, good for destruction, and also a Swords of Revealing Light. That's all I have for my spells at this present moment. Like I said, this deck is still work in progress. And then my traps. Now this is where a very good chunk of my deck comes into. Got 3 Dark Bribes, good for negation of spells and other traps. Unfortunately not for summonings. So if I were to do that, I'd go Solemn Judgment, but he's at 1. So 3 Bottomless Trap Holes. That's always good. Removing monsters with 1500 or more attack that my opponent decides to bring out on me. 2 Time Machines. Good for bringing back my monster that was destroyed by battle in the turn. So basically almost like a Monster Reborn, but for trap, but with some limitations, of course. And we got 2 Phoenix Wing Blast, good for bouncing cards. So if I really wanted to, I could be mean and go emergency evacuation, but the only reason why I go with Phoenix Wing is because it works with both monsters, spells, and traps. So then the obvious staple called the Haunted. A Torrential Tribute to wipe the field clean and start with a new slate. Dimensional Prison, that just removes the monster from play that attacks. And then everyone's favorite, the Mirror Force. So that's my main deck. And now for my extra deck, which holds basically the full 15 cards, is 2 Stardust Dragons, 3 Urbellums, and it's good for basically hand destruction per se. A Gaia, XX Saber Gotham's, so I throw him in here. See, I got some Earth in here. Red Dragon Archfiend, and I got 2 of them, or 2. Then I got Silverwind of the Ascendant, so, as well as a Armor Master. The only reason why I have these 2 Blackwing Synchros in here is because of Gale, if you don't know that already. Then we got Black Rose, iffy card. I only used 1. You can only use 1 actually. Then we got ourselves Thought-Reader Archfiend, Agoyo Guardian, and last but not least, yet the greatest, Catastor. So good for facing against Light Sworns and almost any other deck. So that about does it for my deck here. So that's all I have. So this deck is a 45 plus card deck. So I gotta cut it here now because I'm just about 10 minutes. So until my next video, you guys, catch you on the flip side. Peace. Bye.